Hey, it's another great day at the Solomon Trading Institute. Hey, listen, why don't you book a call? Go ahead and do it now. And so that you can learn a little bit more about what we do. Um, you don't have to, you don't have to try to figure out what you need to do to make extra money, to work extra jobs, things of that nature. All you have to do is learn the skill, which is at the top of the totem pole in terms of the economic ladder. When you talk about money markets, that's the top of the line. And so we love to have an opportunity to share with you what you need to do in terms of mastering a skill that will just be phenomenal. Here's the book that I wrote, The Money Market Autopsy. You can go check that book out when you get a chance. I'd love for you to see a little bit, learn a little bit more about what we do. As always, it's important that you understand that this disclaimer is really necessary. It's necessary to protect the American citizens. It's necessary to protect the American economy. And I'm so proud to be able to say that it's just great to be an American. Hey, listen, and those of you who are in other countries, no disrespect to that, but we have to make sure that we stay in compliance. And I need to tell you that trading futures may not be for everyone, and that also there's a high degree of leverage, and there's substantial loss in this opportunity. Past performance does not guarantee future success. I'm not a broker dealer or any regulatory agent or licensed by a regulatory agency. Things of that nature. So you could just take the time to read this. Really, this is just for your protection and the protection for those from those persons who may be unscrupulous and would have you to believe that this is a get rich quick scheme and that you can look at it for 14 to 15 minutes and make $1 million tomorrow. So really, but what we do is we teach you how to handle and how to handle markets, understand markets, and do well in markets. So, of course, trading is risky, just like not wearing a seatbelt is risky, just like not wearing a helmet and thigh pads and shoulder pads if you're playing football. So what we want to do is we want to eradicate the ignorance by teaching you a skill. So now this is an education that you can bank on, not an education that you have to run to the bank and get more money to pay the school. And you may or may not get a job in that field. Well, our goal every day is, I know you see number here, dollar amounts here, right? But what we want to focus on is we want to focus on this number here, but we don't want to focus on the money. We want to focus on what does it take to get that. That's 80 ticks per day. So that's our goal that we have. Some days we meet that goal, some days we exceed that goal, but that's our goal. Because if we're able to do that, if we're able to engage the market in such a way where we'll be able to get those ticks, then this money is just academic. It's just something that will just naturally happen. So now, how does this happen? Well, we have to help you define, determine, and reduce risk. And how do we do that? We do that through education on a skill we call technical analysis. And we also have a software that gives you an edge. So if you want to realize potentially what we're talking about, then you would have to become a part of what we do so that we can teach you. So we have what we call the live tech education room. And when you see the word bingo, that's people in our live tech education room. So that's live tech. And tech is just short for technical analysis. So what we do is we get into the room and I make sure that everybody knows what they're looking at, and they know what they're looking for. So my job is to help the traders know what they're looking at. Their job, which is the trader, is to take the education that we give them and know what they're looking for. Right. All right. So, and this is what we do. So This young man is from New York. This young man is from Washington, D.C. This young lady is from Mississippi. This young man. So we just have different people in our room. So we call this live text. So you see bingo here, bingo here. And what that means is that they made money. And so what we seek to show you, so at 8:53, he made money, he made money, she made money, she made money, he made money again, so that's what we do. And it's, it'll be real good if you become a part of what we're doing. And so at the end of the day, so remember, our goal is 80 ticks. Remember, I showed you that 80 ticks is our goal, right? This young man on today, he made 592 ticks. So Seisha, she just did miss that 80, but she made 78 ticks. And so if you focus on the skill development, this is something that anybody can do. These two people were not traders at all. She is a college professor, not a trader at all. So, never traded before, never been in probability scenarios or anything like that. But it's an education. Unfortunately, it wasn't taught in school, but it is an education. Now, so our live tech room, first of all, what we always do is just help you understand. So listen, typically for the first 30 days, you'll be learning how to evaluate and learn our highest probability trend analysis and management rules, okay? Now, there will be daily live interaction for you with an instructor, as well as an asynchronous environment, which is virtual learning through prepared resources without a real-time teacher. So we have both a synchronous as well as asynchronous environment. Now, listen, the following 90 to 120 days are spent working on the real world application of what you learn. So here you learn, here you begin to apply. All right. So now you do this through what we call simulation and replay practice without assuming any financial risk. So we have something that's called market replay. So you'll literally be able to trade the market without trading the market. And it's just a beautiful thing. And you can do it all times of night, in the morning, as well, just whenever you want to, because it's replaying the data on the market. Now, profitable trading is a skill. Now, so there are many people telling you, hey, listen, you can come and you can do this and learn this. No. This is a skill. This is a skill that you have to learn. So, and guess what? You can't buy it. It must evolve through what? Practice, repetition, consistent application of a high probability trading plan. All right. Somebody said, oh, it's not easy. No, but working 8 hours is not easy. Working 8 to 12 hours is not easy either. Working 2 jobs, leaving one job, going to another job, that's not easy either. So I would rather put some of that energy and effort into something that would free me up, where I only have to work at most 2 hours per day. And that's a long day. That's like overtime. We're really in that thing in less than an hour, mostly, from 8:30 to like 9:25. Now that's the optimal time. You can get those 80 ticks in that time. Okay. So I think that'll be critical for you to understand that, hey, look, it's worth the time, it's worth the money, it's worth the investment. I mean, bottom line, there's just a high value in what we do. So, all right, now those without successful trading experience. So some people say, well, I'm a trader. No, we're talking about successful trading experience. You need to plan on 90 to 120 days of study before being able to effectively and profitably, right, execute all the rules in the plan, right? We do not offer trading advice. We do not offer personalized trading advice. All documentation that we have in our educational room is speculation, and it involves risk, right? So you need to know that, hey, listen, you need to be able to say this. I've read and understand, um, my responsibility, right? Uh, I would join the live classroom and participate. How many times, hey, we do this every day, 5 days a week, right? Every week. If I'm able to participate, watch market replay video and send pictures to my coach, right? So you have someone who's going to walk you through these things. Now, if students don't participate, what are the repercussions? Well, the repercussions is that it'll take you a longer period of time. It'll take you a long time before you're able to execute. All right. Now, here's key. You do not risk real money while you're building your trading skill, right? Now, participation is vital. I tell people this all the time. You can't look your way to $1 million. You have to trade your way there. So you have to participate in the classes, in the workshops, and we do it on a daily basis. I don't know anybody in America who teaches you on a daily basis. It's very important that you understand that you will not obtain skills by osmosis that you did not have prior to learning how to use our analytical software. Also, you can't practice the wrong thing. People say, well, I say, well, why did you do that? Well, I just wanted to see what was going to happen. When you do that, you build bad habits. Now, we believe that participation is the most important element, and we make sure that we create many opportunities for you to participate. We have Q&A every single day. You get feedback every single day. Why? Because we want you to be successful. You can't be successful if you can't ask questions, and you can't be successful if you can't get feedback on what you did. So we don't just give you a video and tell you to learn this and you'll be able to, buy a jet, next week. No, we're going to teach you and show you. All right. So we're educators at heart, real educators, So when you have a full understanding of the following components, you have everything that you need. So this is what we call the trading plan. You're going to learn how to forecast. You're going to learn how to recognize, right? You're going to learn how to recognize when the probability is there, when the momentum is there, when the market structure agrees with the movement up or down. So it's not luck. That's the reason we can do it every single day. Then you're going to have to know when to execute. We're going to teach you that. Understand how to manage the trade once you are in the trade, because you have to do that, right? How do you reduce your risk? All right. You have to be able to exit the trades when the target is reached or make a split second decision to make a discretionary close. That happens sometimes, right? Now, it's vital that you not only recognize trades before they happen, you must now develop and sharpen your skills as a trader, right? That's what we do. We do this every day by actually what? Trading, market replay, simulating the live market. And only when you're completely comfortable placing a limit order or pushing the button on a market order, fine-tuning your own version of the plan, will you be able to make real money trading. So this is what we do. We teach you and we show you. So then we have our live tech education room that you can become a part of. We talk about our strategy, right? That's what we talk about, our strategy. We don't give personalized advice. In other words, we can't tell you, hey, listen, right here, here's a trade. No. We just talk about the strategy, making sure you understand the trading plan. And because of your classes that you've taken in orientation, your freshman class, your sophomore class, your junior class, your senior class, and continuing education class. And once you get into the live trade room, all you're going to need to know is hey, listen, what am I looking at? Can you confirm that for me? I will. And then once you know what you're looking at, then guess what? You know what you're looking for. That's how Sasha made 78 ticks today. That's how Tariq made whatever that exorbitant amount of tick was. I think that was $2,900 today. 78 ticks is nothing to sneeze at either. 78 times 5, that's not bad. $5. All right. So you would have to complete this disclaimer and understand this. So And so, this is what you would be doing. You'd be filling this out. Then here's the key. I agree that I'm solely responsible for the analysis and the trades, and I don't need help. That's what the class is for, to prepare you. I agree that I've proven my trades generate a positive outcome through simulation. That's what practice is for. I agree that I'm 100% comfortable with my trades and I follow my rules on every trade. This really is the key here. Being emotionally intelligent, not necessarily having a high intelligent quota, but being emotionally intelligent, fear and greed, controlling that. All right. I agree that I understand the nuances of each trade setup through study and repetition on symbol and market replay. I agree that I know when financial reports are given that could create potential additional risk. I agree and I understand that no financial advice of any kind will be given by an educator or instructor during the live tech education sessions. I agree that I understand that the software that I'm leasing is not a signal giver, and that the education and the rules to the strategy must be discretionarily executed. And you would sign here, you would print that, and you sign here, then you put today's date here, then guess what? You'd be ready to go. Now, we want to make sure you understand. I'm taking the time to just make sure you have a clear understanding. The reason we're able to be consistent, that's day in and day out, day in and day out. Now, most traders and most people who trade, they're not consistent day in and day out, right? They have ups and they have downs. A lot of ups, more downs, and at the end of the year, the P&L statement, profit and loss statement, is break even or worse, right? And it's because they just don't know how the market works. We're going to teach you how the markets really work. So for example, this is what we call accumulation. This is when the market stays sideways. And it seems like sometimes the market will stay sideways with nowhere to go. But what is happening in there is that the smart money, what they're doing is they are accumulating the contracts here at a discount rate, right? They're accumulating them at a discount rate so they can sell them up here for a premium price, right? Now, trading is a sum zero game. Sum zero. That means that when everybody walks into the market, the buyers on one side, the sellers on the other side, somebody is going to leave without the money that they started with. Somebody's going to leave without the money they started with. So how do you make sure that's not you? Education, understanding, right? The reason you have to be patient is because the smart money participants are not going to move the price until they have absorbed as many contracts as you put into what? Circulation. So when you walk into that market and you say, hey, listen, I have some money. I have some money that I want to trade, They say, well, okay, well, come on in. So you walk through the door and you come on in. Well, in order to take that money from you, they have to trick you. In order to take it, they have to trick you. So as this market goes up, they make you think here is going to break out when it's not. So you put your money in here and they take it by stopping you out. Then they trick you to make you think, oh no, it's going to go short. And no, it doesn't. Then they trick you, making you think it's going long, and no, it doesn't. They trick you to make you think it's going short, and no, it doesn't. Most traders who are novices or untrained, they don't even know this is happening. They don't even know that there is someone, a group of people who are manipulating the market in such a way to make you think something is happening that's not. And so that's what we do. We help you interpret all of this. And so we help you to learn how to read this range, okay, so that you will know exactly when the market is breaking out to move up, because you know that the market has gone through the stages of delivery. So stage one is accumulation. Stage two is strength. And stage three is markup. This is what the novice is guessing on. The novice is guessing when is it time for the price to what? Mark up. And because they're guessing at that, that allows the smart money to basically, you know, take that money from them, because they basically give it to them, you see? So they guess here, guess here, guess here, guess here, guess here. Now, one of the craziest things that happens is that once it finally breaks out like this, most of them are either too scared because they lost 5 times already, or broke. You see that? You see that? So when the market starts finally moving up, either you're too scared to get in or you're too broke to get in. Well, we want to eliminate that, because we know that smart money has a motive. Because of that, we can read the range, we can sit back and only get involved when the market is ready to leave what we call the buy zone. You see that? So this is the education that we teach you. So I don't have bells and whistles and a rah-rah speech and come over here and, you know, and get a Lamborghini and all that. I mean, you better do that. That's what you want to do. But I mean, this is really an education. So you have the education part, which is really, really good. And then we have some fine teachers, our orientation teacher from Washington, D.C., our freshman teacher from Huntsville, Alabama, sophomore teacher from the state of Washington, our junior teacher, he's from Alabama, senior teacher as well, he's from Alabama. And we just got a great group. But then, so we have the education, which is the EDU, and then now we have the edge, which is what we call the brown goose, and it's artificial intelligence. Well, what is that? You know, what good is that? Well, it gives you a competitive advantage, because why? 80 to 85% of all orders, listen at this is not 1992 now. 80% of all orders are placed by machines. They call them algos, right? So algos, algorithms, things like that. They program them, right? And so in order to keep up with the information as the market is moving, you don't have time to do all of this. you need to know what's going on, right? So what else advantages? Technology creates both efficiency and consistency. Like our trade setups, they look the same every time. So we have what we call some constant variables. That's why. Constant variables. I mean, it's going to look the same way every time. Although the market is dynamic and it changes every day, right? No 2 days look the same. No, you know, but guess what? Even though it's dynamic, we can find some constants in there because of the software. So the software provides context. It provides the why price is moving in the manner in which it's moving. So we'd love to have this opportunity to you know, be a blessing to you. Now, again, hey, listen, we're saying, you know, the first 30 days, you're learning, okay? See, nobody's going to give you $1 million. You're going to have to put in the work. 30 days, you're going to learn. Then the next 90 to 120 days, you're going to apply what you learn. See, you won't be trading real money. You won't be trading real money. So you're going to stay up above this line, the profitability line, because you're going to learn A, learn. B, apply. Get feedback. Q&A. You see what I'm saying? Feedback, right? You're going to be taught. Now, if you start trading right away, and what is going to happen, and I'm not waxing prophetic here. I'm not a prophet. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. You're going to lose. The more trades you take without this step, listen to me very good and I want to speak very kindly to you. If you start trading without knowing this stuff, inevitably, this is what's going to happen. You're going to lose. And then you're going to start getting scared. And then you're going to start getting mad. And then you're going to start drifting. And then you're going to have to make a decision. Are you going to quit or continue? Many people quit right here. They go back to working 5 jobs. I quit. I can't do it. It's not for me. That's not true. In the beginning, you messed up. In the beginning, you messed up. Well, I'm paying my money and I want to get the result. Well, when you go to school, you don't get the result the next day. You go to class, you go freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, or even if you're going to get an associate's, you go 2 years. Like, it's not immediate, right? But just think about it. You spend 90 to 120 days learning this, and for the rest of your life, you have an ATM machine in your house. Potentially, literally, every single day. So it's worth it. So we want to make sure you understand what we do. So what we do is we don't just tell you. No, we're going to tell you exactly what to do, but we don't stop there, right? Because you may forget something that we tell you. You buy something, we tell you this, at one time onboarding, just talk to you, companies talk to you to get your money, and they tell you something, man, you've forgotten that in 3 or 4 days, but they've gotten what they want. That's not what we do. Now, and then we teach you. We tell you, and then we teach you Bloom's taxonomy. You understand? We understand your learning style. We come to find out what your learning style. Are you audio? Are you visual? Are you tactile? Are you a combination of them both, right? All 3 of those. And then we involve you. We say, hey, listen, now it's your turn. Let me see you. Do it right now. Take control of the mouse. Go ahead, draw it up. Show me. We involve you, because once we do that, oh man, it's over now. It's over. You might have 99 problems, but potentially money won't be one of them anymore. Now, there's a great thing that's going on in the industry and that is prop firms are allowing people to take a test, right? So with this firm, and this is a great one. I don't work for them, or no profit sharing agreement or anything, with them. But the name of this company is, and you can check it out yourself. And we have several students doing this. Earn to Trade. Earn to Trade. I love them, and so what they do is they start you on a career path. So what they do is they allow you to trade for 15 days. Now, they do have rules that you have to follow. That's cool. We're going to teach you how to do that. They have rules you have to follow. And after the 15th day, then they fund you. So how much? What program? Did you do the 25,000? Did you do the 50,000? Did you do the $100,000 program or the $200,000 program? You see, the economic landscape is shifting. I mean, when you go to Walmart, there are more machines in Walmart than people now. Like literally, and if they can find a way to let a machine do something, they're going to get rid of that person. And so now the economic landscape is that if you don't have a way to, monetize devices that you have, laptops and computers and things of that nature, well, it can get tough, and it's not going to get better. You know, technology is improving day by day, and so listen, we would love to have an opportunity to help you. If you want to know more information about what we do, go here to moneymarketedge.com. You can also text the word profits. Have a great day. Remember, Money Market Edge, text the word profits here. Have a great day. God bless.